Well, this is Lost Treasure. It's one of our hazy IPAs, and Bingo was our first one. And Bingo has a little bit of bitterness in it, and we were looking for a different style, something that had less bitterness. So we did a whole creative process of looking how to make the beer a little less bitter. It's a completely different design than Bingo. But through the brewing process, a hazy IPA, basically, we're leaving a lot of protein. We actually put a lot of proteins into the brew, into the mash, and we leave those suspended in the beer, and that's why it has the hazy appearance. This is dry hopped. This is not hopped in the boil, but there's a hop in the whirlpool, and we let that whirlpool cool down quite a bit, which takes about 2 hours for it to cool down to where we want to put it into. And that gives it even less bitterness. We add a hop addition while it's fermenting, which can be kind of fun because it could explode right out on you all the time.
You gotta do it quick most times.
We've experienced that a couple of times. And then there's another dry hop that goes in a later edition, and all those, the reason for all those are the flavor profile, and that's the flavor of Lost Treasure. And I would say that this is like drinking orange juice.
Oh, it's so good.
So good.
So are Bingo and Lost Treasure's hops different?
They are different.
Okay.
So the main hop that we use in Bingo is
Michigan Copper.
Michigan Copper, and the hops that we're using on this one is Citra and Mosaic. So
You're always a Mosaic Citra.
I know.
and those are the two most popular hops
Yeah.
in most hoppy beers anymore. I would start with the fact that all of our IPAs have something to do with the Villa Catherine.
Yeah.
The Villa K, or the Villa Catherine, is a Moroccan-inspired castle built by a man by the name of George Metz, and so all of our IPAs have a reference to either something that's happened at the Villa Catherine.
Lost Treasure specifically, though.
Yeah, Lost Treasure specifically has to do with the potential buried treasure that's located on the grounds of the Villa Catherine that was buried with the dog that George Metz had.
Bingo.
Back in the day, which was named Bingo, which Jim referenced earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's found it yet.
Yeah.
So.
But you see people out there with their metal detectors.
I don't know that jewels can be found with metal detectors, but
maybe they think
keep
it's
trying.
a collar.
Wasn't it on the collar?
something.
It had something to do with the collar, I think.
Yeah,
it was.
I think so.
So again,
back to the proteins, probably.
this is again a totally different recipe. Everything's different about it than Bingo.
Yeah.
And everything was done specifically to give the flavor profile that we were trying to achieve.
Yeah.
And in the brewing process, we're using oats and other things that give off proteins when you're making the beer, and that is what gives the haze in this beer. It's those proteins that we leave suspended in the beer.
I drink Lost Treasure every day.
I know you would. I know you would.
Says the girl who isn't a huge fan of all beers.
As would my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hazy IPA is a very popular style because it isn't bitter as much as a lot of other beers, but it has so much flavor. And those flavors that you're going to get are tropical. You're going to get those tropical flavors like orange or tangerine or pineapple or things like that. And all that comes from the hop that we're putting in this beer.
Yeah. No fruit.
No fruit in it whatsoever. And it's so juicy. It looks like orange juice, and some people are like, it's like drinking orange juice.
It
It's just
literally
so good.
makes my mouth water.
Yeah,
Like if
totally.
I just sit and smell it, it's begging to drink.
Absolutely. And it's just, and again, it's refreshing. But it is a bigger beer.
Oh, definitely.
It's a higher percent.
Yeah.
7.2?
No, this one comes in
6.7.
6.7.
And so it's a higher ABV beer. So you don't want to crush this one. You want to sit and you want to enjoy this one. This is great for a hot day because it's so refreshing. And again, like you said, that it just lasts on your palate for a long time.
Yeah.
I think this is like a pool beer. Like sitting by the pool or in the pool, nice and warm. Just having one. It'd be so good. I love sitting by the pool and drinking a beer like this. And I also, kind of like Jim said in a previous episode, this would probably be my number 2 beer. This would not be my first beer. This would be my second beer and possibly third beer. And then I would go back to something else a little lighter.
I want to end the day of this. This is what I want to walk away with. It's so good.
It's fun that we go to a lot of craft beer events, and Sherry and I will go to them. And every hazy, she loves hazy, so she's trying out all the hazies at these places, and she judges everything off of our hazies, and she thinks that we have the best. And
that's good.
And that's a great compliment. And we go and we try to find them, and there's a lot of good hazies out there, but this one is just so perfect on the palate.
Agreed.
It is.
Agreed.
It is.
See it, smell it, sip it, and score it.
Well, when you look at this, it does not look like a light beer.
No. Can't quite see through it.
Yeah.
This is a thick looking beer,
Yeah.
but it doesn't taste like that.
No.
No. It just is.
Yeah, it's definitely not thin, but
No.
it's not.
And it's not
not
cloudy
heavy.
like a wheat beer would be.
No.
This is hazy. I mean, it's within the proper style guideline.
Yeah. You don't, I mean, I'd hate to say orange juice or pineapple juice because that, has the swirling. It's not like that, but it is like that. Like you have
That's very
that like
juicy
juice property looking kind of deal.
It is inviting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's inviting. So
Clearly.
smell it. Oh, we talked about tropical.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I want to go on vacation.
I just got off a cruise,
I know.
and this smells just like being in the Bahamas.
Memories.
I mean, it's just so juicy, even in the smell.
You weren't supposed to sip it yet.
I can't help it.
know,
It's the
I
smell.
know,
It's the
I
smell.
know,
Sorry.
I know.
Okay. So that brings me to sip it, but you should sip it twice, not once, but twice, because your palate, first time is a little shocking. It's the second sip that kind of is the real sip.
I think that's maybe my 10th sip. But
Me too.
So really, I think what you get in the mouthfeel on this is the actual style itself, but the carbonation really adds a little zing,
a little fuzziness.
a little
almost.
zing when
Yeah.
it goes when you taste that, and it just kind of accentuates the flavors that are coming out, which are those nice tropical oranges and grapefruits and things like that, and it tastes so good.
Yeah. And I think that goes
Yeah.
back to, I mean, if you open anything out of the can and you're trying to get something on the tap, straight out of the tap, it's never going to be quite the same. It's just delightful. It's, the gases come in mixing. It's a different thing. And I mean, canned beer is great beer. I'm not going to, but out of the tap, you just can't beat that.
Right.
So then we score it.
Yeah, we do.
I'm going to say a 10.
Okay,
5
all
out
right.
of 10.
So, I'm going to give this on a score of 1 to 10.
And you guys know
I know.
hazies.
I'm going to say, oh man, I think it's a solid 8.
Okay. You know what? I would agree.
Solid 8.
Solid. I would even maybe go 8.5.
Oh, I would be fine with that. I didn't know we could do
I don't want to
halves,
say.
but
I don't want to say.
don't know we're changing the rules in the middle, but
I don't want to say 9 because there's a couple of beers that I do like a little bit more, and we'll get into all of that. But it is a darn good hazy. Oh my gosh! Like any day. of
clearly
the
having
week.
no troubles drinking it.
Oh, it's good. So So I feel kind of bad because, this is only we're just getting started with our taproom talks, and we've tried 2 of my favorite beers, and I feel like Tierney's just going to go off the cliff after this, and I'm going to be like, Tierney, you don't like any beers. That's okay. So, this is a strong 8.5.
Once again, I won't rate, but I will say that I think we accomplished our goal.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
You guys came to me and said, let's try these. How do we get to this point?
Yeah.
And then I went to work.
Yeah.
And so
talked to all of our friends in the brewing industry.
Yeah.
And
So
Made
here
it
we are.
happen.
And I think, this, and we didn't even go with a small batch on this to try it out.
Oh, no, we jumped in.
We just jumped on it and did it.
Yeah.
And
go big or go home.
and I
Not always.
Worked out on this one.
and I think that this turned out just the way we wanted it.
Yeah. I'll drink to that.
Cheers.
Prost.